Hello, everyone, and welcome to the City of Quincy License Board meeting, June 6, 2023 at 4 p.m. I will read into the record the open meeting law. Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived by those present, and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. Sue, can you call the roll, please?
Deputy Barron.
Present.
Inspector Bowman.
Present.
Director Conlon.
Present.
Chief Keenan.
Present.
Chair Crispo.
Present.
5 members.
We do have a quorum, and we will get right to agenda item number 1. Hearing regarding the request of Porch Fest Quincy for a special use permit, one-day beer and wine license for the 2023 Porch Fest Quincy on Saturday, June 24th, from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. in the Wollaston Hills, Squantum, and Marymount neighborhood. Councilor Ian Kane, thank you for being here, and why don't you tell us about Porch Fest 2023?
Thank you, Madam Chair, and members of the board for having me here today. You just gave my pitch for me, essentially. We're hosting Porch Fest. I think this is the 6th because we missed out in 2020 because of the pandemic, but we're hosting it on June 24th, which is a Saturday, in 3 parts of the city, as usual, Marymount, Squantum, and Wollaston Hill. At present moment, we have approximately 104 performers and acts that will participate. I think we're looking at about 50, 60 locations so far within those 3 designated areas. The city's always been supportive from police and fire through this board, through its permitting and allowing certain vendors to provide food and beverages, mostly beer and wine, at different locations within the city. So we have a few groups that are going to provide Black's Creek Barbecue with Kay's Cans at Perkins Field in Marymount. And then we've got Break Rock Brewing, who are here today, who will be out in Squantum.
Great, thank you.
Whereabouts in Squantum?
You had to ask me the street. We were just, Bayview.
Bayside.
Yeah,
Bayside.
yeah, down,
Bayside Road.
yeah, by the water. Thank you, Bayside. Yeah, down by the water, which they've done in the past.
Great, thank you. I'd like to ask if anyone has any questions, concerns here regarding the request of Porch Fest Quincy 2023. Seeing none. Board members, any questions?
Nope.
Seeing none. Looking for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Porch Fest Quincy for a special use permit, one-day beer and wine license for the 2023 Porch Fest on Saturday, June 24th from 3 to 9 in the Wollaston Hills, Squantum, and Marymount neighborhoods. And there's no rain date, right? It's that date.
That day, rain or shine.
Second.
So for the record, the beer and wine one-day license will be for Bayside Road and Perkins Playground, public ways adjacent to those 45 Bayside.
Great.
Yes. Okay, all in favor? Aye.
Okay.
Great, thank you.
very much.
Good luck. Hope for good weather.
Thank you very much.
Agenda item number 2. Hearing regarding the request of Safe Harbor Marina Bay, 333 Victory Road, for a one-day beer and wine license for the 2023 opening day on Sunday, June 11th, from 12 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Members Dock Area, J Southwood.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon, Jay. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Why don't you tell us about your plans?
Sure, so Safe Harbors runs the marina in Marina Bay. We also know them a little bit through being a co-member of the Marina Bay Business Association. We had sampled at their event last year. This is kind of their, even though boats are in the water mostly anyways already, this is kind of their official opening day celebration for their members. And last year, people wanted to buy beers and enjoy full beers, not just samples. So they asked us if we wanted to set up down there this year. It's a fully enclosed private area, so there isn't public access. It's their member dock area. I think they're doing live music, and they'll have Black's Creek Barbecue for food as well.
He seems to be getting popular, Black's Creek Barbecue.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
Yeah,
He's
it's
all
good
around the
stuff.
city. He's a
It's
good
good
guy.
stuff. Will your people be pouring the beer?
Yeah, it's either going to be myself or one of our staff members, Luke, but both of us are tip certified. So
Good. How's business been?
it's good. Summer comes around, it gets a lot busier
Yeah.
in Marina Bay for sure.
Good.
Any questions, concerns from anyone here regarding Safe Harbor Marina 333 Victory Road for a one-day beer and wine for opening day? Seeing none.
I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Safe Harbor Marina Bay, 333 Victory Road for a one-day beer and wine license for the 2023 opening day on Sunday, June 11th, from 12 PM to 4:30 PM in the members' dock area represented by Jay Southwood.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
You're all set,
Thanks,
Jay.
everyone.
Good luck.
Thank you. Agenda item number 3, hearing regarding the request of Off the Hook Bar and Grill, 1269 C Street, for a temporary extension of their licensed premise for a special use permit for the House Neck Flounder Roundup on Saturday, June 17th, from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. The event will include live music, and an extension is for a portion of Bayview Ave adjacent to the restaurant John Galligan. Hi, John, how are you?
I'm good. How is everybody tonight?
Good, thank you. Why don't you tell us about your plans?
So this plan is, very similar to what we did with Oktoberfest. We really want to try to create kind of like a spring and a fall event down in the House Neck area. Flounder Roundup last year had a good turnout. We did use one of the patio spaces, but we'd like to try to improve on that and kind of have like the Flounder tournament with some type of like a spring fling House Neck event. So the thought is typically we open at 11:30, so we need a little bit of time beforehand to basically close down the street, which we've done before. We would set up a portable bar out there, which would typically, again, we usually just do a couple draft options and a seasonal sangria option, so we don't offer full liquor out there. All food service is still done inside unless someone decides to, do takeout and bring that outside. We're looking to have a couple of bands set up. They always set up on our patio area, which is a seashell area, which is off the street. So if there's ever, any reason we do need to open up the street for emergencies, we should be able to do that. But typically, start service at about 11 a.m. The fishing tournament itself runs from runs from sunrise to 3 p.m. Block party event would start at about 11:30. And typically last time we ran until about 7:30, 8 o'clock. And right at that point, we the band ended, we shut off alcohol service outside and just started cleaning up. And it gives the people, a few minutes to kind of get onto our patio area, into our restaurant. It's kind of, like I said, just very similar to what we did for Oktoberfest, which now has been, a few seasons and has always worked out.
Great, thank you. Any questions from anyone regarding Off the Hook at 1269 C Street for a temporary extension for the House Neck Flounder Roundup? Seeing none, board members, any questions, concerns?
Our inspector was by there. Are you using propane units outside?
I do not have any propane. I had some out there last year. I don't have any hooked up this
Okay,
year.
so those are all removed right
Yeah,
now?
they are, yeah. Are those not allowed?
You gotta go through the fire protection.
Okay, okay, yeah, I did not put them back out. We really didn't use them much last year, more just for looks around the patio, so.
Okay.
But I will not hook them up until I, go further with that thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready for motion?
Looking for a motion.
I'd like to grant the request of Off the Hook Bar and Grill, 1269 C Street, for a temporary extension of their licensed premise and special use permit for the House Neck Flounder Roundup on Saturday, June 17th, from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. The event will include live music, and the extension is for the portion of Bay Ave adjacent to the restaurant.
Yes.
I assume you checked with the city prior to getting here.
I put in for the block party permit and all that. I haven't heard back, but I know usually, again, it's similar to what we did, so hopefully there's no issues.
No problem.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All in
Thank you,
favor?
guys.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
Agenda item number 4, hearing regarding the request of Pan Ethnic Pour-Overs, Inc. for a common victular license for the premise located at 186 West Squantum Street. Proposed manager Emily Garoza. Proposed hours of operation are 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Tuesday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturday, 7 a.m. to noon, and Sundays closed Monday. Emily, Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Why don't you tell us about your plans there?
Yeah, so we're a nonprofit cafe library cultural center, which is a mouthful. But as for like our food, we're only serving like regular coffee. We'll have like specialty drinks as well that are focused on like different cultures. But it's mostly beverages. As for like actual food items, we have those sourced from other vendors that are approved. So we don't actually do any cooking in-house. The only cooking we do is microwaving, and that will be like microwaving, like we have cooked buns from frozen, and then that'll go directly to the customer. And yeah.
Great, thank you. Any questions, concerns from anyone regarding Pan Ethnic Pour-Overs, Inc. for a common victular license for the premise located at 186 West Guam Street?
Oh, I'm sorry. I also forgot to repropose our business hours. We wanted to change it for every day 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Mondays are still closed.
Monday's closed, every other day, 7 A to 7 P?
7 a.m. to 7 p.m. for the other 6 days, yes.
Monday's closed. Okay, looking for,
Just
Oh, yeah,
real
sure.
quick, you need an occupancy permit through the fire department prior to opening, so you haven't applied for that inspection yet, so prior to you gotta go to the fire prevention office.
Yeah, we're still doing renovation, so.
Okay.
any other questions, concerns? Okay.
You're good, Chuck?
Yep.
I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Pan Ethnic Pour-Overs, Inc. for a common victular license for the premises located at 186 West Squantum Street. Proposed manager Emily Garozzo. Proposed hours of operation are 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., 6 days a week, with Mondays being closed.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
You're all set. Good luck, Emily.
Thank
Good luck.
Agenda item number 5, here regarding the request of Flower Guru LLC doing business as Shanghai Soup Dumplings for a common victular license for the premise located at 213 Quincy Ave within Can-Man Foods. Proposed manager Jessica Yee. Proposed hours of operation are 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., 7 days a week. Jessica Yee, hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. Why don't you tell us your plans there, Emily?
Yeah, so I would like to open a dumpling house inside the Cayman Centers. We plan to open at the beginning of July, if not some point in July. My mom has more than 20 years of experience making dumpling in the Boston area. She was the lead dim sum chef at the Red A in Encore. Until COVID. So she's very passionate about making dim sum, and that's why I'm opening a place. Hopefully, she can spend her passion and then deliver delicious food in the Asian community. So
Great,
yeah,
thank
the
you.
office hour will be 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., which is within the Kingman's operations hour, I think.
Great, thank you so much. Any questions from anyone regarding the hearing of Shanghai Soup Dumpling for a common victular license for the premise located at 213 Quincy Ave? Seeing none. Board members, any questions?
Same thing, you need an occupancy permit through the fire department, so when you get to that point, just.
Yeah, we got a floor plan, and we're currently getting quote from the construction. So hopefully, once they done what they need to do, and we will get all those things back before open, definitely.
Okay, great.
I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Flower Guru LLC doing business as Shanghai Soup Dumplings for a common victual license for the premises located at 213 Quincy Avenue within the Can-Man Food Market. Proposed manager Jessica Yee. Proposed hours of operation 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., 7 days a week.
Yes, thank
Second.
you.
All in favor?
Aye.
You're all set?
Thank you.
Good luck. And in other business, we do have a request from DE Foods doing business as KFC at 707 Hancock Street to extend their hours of operation from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. If there's any concerns with the extra hour at KFC, please feel free.
Can I say something?
You may.
I was just looking at John Orfeld, 62 Grand Wall Road. I was just looking at the Google reviews, and one of the last ones that says, midnight guy don't want to work. Bottom line is that the chief would know, nothing but trouble happens late night,
Only when you drink.
okay? You know, they're open till 1 now. We just gave that zoning a big apartment place right where that other 99 Ranch restaurant was or store was. So, you know, I think that if the McDonald's closed earlier in North Quincy, everyone would be happier. So I don't think opening up, for some reason, if you look around the city of Quincy, we have many places that are open at till 3. We've gave a couple pizza places. We have, maybe Wendy's might be at like 2. Do you know what Wendy's is at right now? Does anybody know?
Like 2 or 3.
You know, so it's not that we set a precedent, it goes, you know, one by one, but late at night, when there's no place else to go, cars can back up on Hancock Street right there. And, you know, as Kentucky Fried Chicken, you can only use that oil for so many hours during the day before you need to change that, and it gets better. The bottom line is that used to be the greatest Kentucky Fried Chicken in the world when I was younger and a kid. But if you do look at your reviews, because I love my fried chicken, that isn't one of the best operators around. So giving them extra time, I am completely against that. I think, you know, opening up till 1 is even too late to begin with, you know, so opening up till 2, do they have a representative here? You know, so I think not even sending a representative here is disrespectful. So they should at least send someone here to say why they need to open, you know?
Well, for the record, this did come in, and I was the one who said that they didn't need to come because it was just an hour, and that if there was no one here that had any questions, concerns from the neighborhood, then we would take it into consideration.
Because it's almost like, you know, one of the weird things about these drive-through places, you know, I almost wish that if you did give them to stay open late, let us come in and get the food. They close down at like 10 o'clock, so if you want food, you're forced to go. That's why I'm saying they forced all their customers into drive-through customers after 10 o'clock at night and then later at night. So, I mean, the probability of, you know, something going bad, like I said, it's a residential neighborhood. We want to redevelop Wallaston, make it all nice, and I just am against it. Like I said, it's unfortunately, that's a thing that we have. Maybe the city council could maybe pass something saying everything has to close at 12. Even at Stop and Shop, I think they closed. Am I correct? Is there a supermarket now that's open past midnight in Quincy anymore? So, I mean, that's a good thing. You know, before things used to be open 24 hour. Walmart too, they close. Am I correct, at 10?
I'm not a Walmart shop.
Well, I'm saying they have a reason. The Walmart in Taunton and Rainham, they close at 11. So crime is higher, things are scarier. I want people to be safe. I don't want any crazy people coming to Quincy, coming down to Wallaston just to get some fried chicken late night from people that don't want to be working there that late. It's also not fair to the poor employees who probably want to go home.
I don't know if they pay a bonus or not. They may pay a bonus, I'm not sure, to keep them late.
So
But the thing is.
it might have something to do with too that I did try those little nuggets that they had and I was disappointed. So, but other than that, like I said, you know, I'll shut up. Wait a minute. If I want to say that, you know, Chief Keenan this might be his last meeting.
No, one more.
Okay, well, who knows?
Save it.
He might go on early vacation, okay? But I mean, he was the greatest chief that I ever saw at any of the meetings I've ever been to.
Thanks, John. I
But then
appreciate it.
again, he was the only chief that was at all the meetings that I ever went to.
And I disagree with you about the 2 o'clock license.
Looking for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of KFC, DE Foods doing business as KFC, 707 Hancock Street, to extend their hours of operation from 1 AM to 2 AM on Fridays and Saturdays.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. And looking for a motion to accept the minutes from the May 23rd hearing and waive the reading.
Make a motion?
All in favor?
Aye.
All set. Our next hearing will be June 20th. Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Thank you.